ụwa. Ekele Maria, Egyptian na Gracia, Osebruwa nọnyeli, ịdị ngọzi n'etiti igboro niile.
So guys, like, subscribe, and share, right? Thank you.
Maria dị asọ, nne nke Chukwu, rịọbara ebe ndị nje arịrịọ, kịta na amanọnwa anyị. Okwu emela arụ, ekele Maria, Egyptian na Gracia, Osebruwa nọnyeli, ịdị ngọzi n'etiti igboro niile. Ọ dịazị ngọzi bụ nwa afọ gị bụ Jesu. Maria dị asọ, nne nke Chukwu, rịọbara ebe ndị nje arịrịọ, kịta na amanọnwa anyị. Amen. Rịọbara anyị arịrịọ, ọ nne nke Chukwu dị asọ, ka o wetara ịnata nkwa nke Kristi. Arịrịọ anyị na-arịọ gị, o Chukwu, ka erinye Kraịst anyị n'ime obi anyị, ka anyị bụ ndị nje butere ozi ọma, wee mara iwere Kristi nwa gị site n'afọ ya na obi ya, wee bata n'osite na mbilite n'ọnwụ ya site na Kristi dị mere anyị. Amen. Otuto dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otuto dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otuto dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwere gara aga, mkpụrụ obi fa zuru ike na ndokwa. Amen.
Onye nwe anyị nọnyere ụnụ, ka Chineke ji ike niile gọzie ụnụ, Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Amen.
Amaechi FM, 24 hours of informative, educative, and entertainment programs. Can't stop, won't stop. On Amaechi 103.5 FM. Listen to news updates on Amaechi 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Amaechi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Good morning and welcome to Amaechi 103.5 FM News Update. Today, Monday, the 30th day of October 2023, and the time is 4 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Efanshuku Ekeze is my name. The headlines. Anambra cleric slams Amaechi for unguarded utterances against Nigerians, sues for peace. Governor Oti asks NDDC to complete abandoned projects in Abia, intervene in erosion menace. Police recruitment, Kaduna, Adamawa, Borno lead, Anambra, Ebonyi, Abia, Imo, trail. Kenya to abolish visa requirements for all African visitors by year end, announces President Ruto. Now, details. Anambra cleric slams Amaechi for unguarded utterances against Nigerians, sues for peace. A former Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amaechi, has blamed the docility of Nigerians for the inability of country to get the right form of leadership. Amaechi was speaking at the 2023 The Niche Annual Lecture themed Why We Stride and Sleep, Leadership, Nationalism and the Nigerian Condition. According to him, Nigerians know most politicians are not honest, but they still go ahead to vote for them during elections. What is new to say? Nigerians don't react to anything. Has any politician told you he is not a thief? Which politician told you he went to university? Which politician told you she served in NYSC? And which politician told you he has his certificate? Meanwhile, Anambra State clergyman slams Amaechi for his unguarded utterances, which he blamed on the inability of government to curb corruption. Here is a report.
The former Minister of Transportation, Amaechi, caused an uproar as he slammed the Nigerians, saying they don't react to anything. Speaking about alleged certificate forgery, Amaechi said that politicians never denied being thieves, forging school or NYSC certificates, but Nigerians still vote for such politicians. Meanwhile, Anambra clergyman condemned the totality. Amaechi's outburst blames it on government's inability to curb corruption.
Amaechi was the Minister for Transport State. And then most of the times they make us believe on what we see on the net. You get what I'm saying? So if what he said on the net is real about him, as he's now replying in that form, it means when they have loaded the currency, shifted it to foreign nations, it shows you all the flaws and loopholes of the wariness of the government. For if not, if the government will restrict certain persons of taking away money from the nation, so if they are for real resisting such conditions, it means that even if the net has not been proven, it could still be given attention so that some of these things could stop. What he has said should be an eye-opener to Nigerians to actually make a credible selective for those who will helm some of these affairs. And again, it's like I'm seeing that even when they submit their credentials, they are not scrutined. For if the credentials are looked into, proper investigations made, such statements wouldn't have come.
The district superintendent, Onitsha district of Christ Ascension Church, speaking about the verdict of the Supreme Court that affirmed the position of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as President of Nigeria, he urged Nigerians to sue for peace, as he affirms that nothing can be achieved in a chaotic situation.
I don't support violence. And then if we continue to meditate and argue, they might end up in violence. And then if the people that it is in their hands have decided for this, I will say, well, let's look unto God and believe God that for those that believe in God, the Bible says that our hope is in the Lord, okay? Our hope is in the Lord. He makes our day. Though we believe in leadership, or believe that the leaders should do right, thank God that even the leaders do choose advisors. But most of the time, the advisors they take cause more problems than good. But what I will take here is if the justices have gone through and said it's Ahmed that is supposed to be on the throne now, I think God knows the best. If we have done our best, let's thank God, for God is the righteous judge.
Chaplain Dr. Uzoka Theophilus, speaking on the notification of the 2017 proscription of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, as a terrorist organization by the Southeast governors, which was declared null and void by a state court sitting in Enugu, he advised on what the government must do.
I don't see what Nnamdi Kanu has done that many of them have not done. Okay? I don't see what Nnamdi Kanu has done. People like Gumi, I think they one of their Muslim clerics, was standing in negotiation between the terrorist group and the, okay? Like as it stands now, no tribe is supposed to subjugate others and bring them under their feet if we're living in unity. Okay? So if they have manhandled Nnamdi Kanu and the justice caught up with it, let them pay him his fine. A particular people went and destroyed the highest prison of Nigeria, and they declared, we did it. Nobody have heard about their proscription till today.
From Christ Ascension Church, Odumo Obosi, Martin Ofanchukwu Ekeze, report.
Still on the news, Governor Oti asks NDDC to complete abandoned projects in Abia, intervene in erosion menace. Governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Oti, OFR, has called on the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, to urgently intervene in controlling erosion menace ravaging parts of the state. Governor Oti also urged the intervention agency to complete all abandoned projects it has embarked upon in the state. The governor, according to a statement from Mr. Kazie Uko, his chief press secretary, made the call on Friday when he received the managing director, chief executive officer of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Dr. Sam Obuku, and some directors of the commission who paid him a working visit. Obuku told Governor Oti that he and his team were in Abia for the commissioning of the Aquaculture Training Center in Umuahia and deemed it necessary to visit him. The governor thanked Obuku and his team for their visit and congratulated the NDDC's chief executive officer for his appointment and subsequent confirmation. He used the opportunity to draw the attention of the NDDC boss to some of the commission's uncompleted projects in the state and the problem of erosion ravaging some parts of the state. In Abia, we have a lot of challenges. The major ones are in few places like Aba, Umuahia, Ishukwuato, and the Umunnoshi area erosion. Governor Oti stated. He, however, acknowledged the interventions by the NDDC in the state, saying although the state may not have achieved all, but if we take away the projects that we have been undertaken by the NDDC, we would also realize that we would have been several years backward. Police recruitment, Kaduna, Adamawa, Borno lead, Anambra, Ebonyi, Abia, Imo trail. Kaduna State is currently leading in the number of applications already received as at day 9 in the ongoing recruitment exercise for general duty constables in the Nigerian police force. A statement signed by the head, press, and the public relations, Ike Chukwane, revealed that 20,259 Kaduna State youths have already completed the online applications to lead the table, while Anambra State leads from behind with only 541 applications. Following Kaduna State at the top are Adamawa State with 18,933 applications, Borno State with 18,305, Bauchi State 16,554, Katsina State 16,232, and Kano State 15,888. Next to Anambra from the rear are Ebonyi 737, Abia 966, and Imo 999. Bayelsa has 1,020, Enugu 1,036, Lagos 1,259, Delta 1,338, and Edo 1,526. Meanwhile, 391 males have already completed their applications, while only 35,405 females have registered their presence, and it stated. Now we move over to the foreign scene. Kenya to abolish visa requirements for all African visitors by year end, announces President Ruto. In a significant development, President William Ruto of Kenya announced that the country will eliminate visa requirements for all African visitors by the end of this year. He made this groundbreaking announcement during an international conference, emphasizing the need for Africa to move away from the visa restrictions that hindered the continent's progress. Visa-free travel within Africa has long been a goal of the African Union, with the aim of fostering unity and encouraging intra-African travel, while certain region and bilateral agreements have eased travel between specific countries. The overall progress towards completely unrestricted travel within the continent has been sluggish. As of 2022, only 3 African nations, namely Seychelles, the Gambian, and Benin, allowed entry to all African citizens without requiring a visa, according to a report supported by the African Union. However, Africa's Visa Openness Index, which assesses the extent of openness of each African country to visitors from other African nations, indicates that most countries are gradually simplifying entry process and reducing restrictions on travelers from other nations. This is where we draw the curtain on news updates on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Anambra cleric slams Amaechi over unguarded utterances against Nigerians, sues for peace. Governor Oti asks NDDC to complete abandoned projects in Abia, intervene in erosion menace. Police recruitment, Kaduna, Adamawa, Borno lead, Anambra, Ebonyi, Abia, Imo trail. Kenya to abolish visa requirements for all African visitors by year end, announces President Ruto. You just listened to news updates on Ebona and the 103.5 FM. News produced and read by Martin Efa and Shuku Ekeze. Thank you for listening. Good morning.
Listen to news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus, 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebona, the FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
you can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM. Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at Ebona, the 103.5 FM with Martin Efa Ekeze every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebona, the 103.5 FM, or you join online via mixlr.com/GistFM every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date.
Officer Makomatoswike, Ezi Lagos, Ezi Abuja, Ezi Anambra, Tibekwe Enugu. Can you hotel mmadụ gị anọ dị n'ime eze?
Nwanne ka efe na-adọkasịkwanụ. Can I introduce you to the Nigerian hotel chain, Residency Hotels. It touch you down in Lagos. You got to find Lagos International Airport Road, or if you're in Lekki Phase 1, or if you're in Lekki Osapa, London, Lagos. It was down on Abuja one residency on area 11, Gaki, on Okwana Guzape, no Okwana Otako, Abuja. Ibanyo were onye m chụọ na Port Harcourt Road, Owerri. Onweza ka isi banye na Anambra, chai, nwanne na Edon Mozigbo, nwanne ịchụbịa na Ogidi na Anambra State. Ibugharịtazi abata na Enugu State, 7/8 Northern Street, Independence Layout. You enjoy the luxurious furnished rooms and suites. Restaurants are okay. They have poolsides here and there and outside door bar where you are entertained with drinks brewed in different parts of the world. You can also book and pay online at tiptopgo.com or www.myresidencyhotel.com.
One opera, Residency Hotel, all the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, tighten your seatbelt as we take you on this smooth ride. Let's go! It's the morning drive on 103.5 Ebona FM, keeping your morning engaging as we take you through the smoothest ride on radio.
From 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
Getting your morning inspired, be informed. Let's interact only on the morning drive.
Make it a date with Martin Efa and Shuku, aka Meta.
And Christy FEMNR, aka Classy.
From Monday to Friday, from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
on the morning drive.
103.5 Ebona DSN.
Okay, thank you guys. Like, subscribe, and share, right? Thank you.